boy. Hi, boy. Hi, boy. Hi, boy. Hi, boy. Hi, boy. Hi, boy.
And we're back. So hopefully that fixed the issue. Sorry guys, I was having like crazy issues. So we'll see if that worked.
Hispanic. They are being disproportionately impacted. Our district recently began offering an online option for our students who do not feel safe coming to school in person. But as COVID showed us, virtual learning is not the same as being in class. Students fall behind because they're unable to attend the class safely. A colleague who teaches special education at our high school reported they had immigration agents actually pull vehicles into the courtyard at the high school, and the agents were there in the courtyard where our students eat their lunch when it's warm, and the students could view that from their school windows. Obviously, the students were very bothered by the fact that the agents were on the property, and again, they felt unsafe. The colleague also reported that several high school students have been pulled over and questioned by immigration agents. One student who has a speech impairment reported that agents mocked them, that student, mimicking the speech impairment while speaking to that student. Agents asked him where the student's mommy was, because they knew that student drove their mother to and from work because she felt unsafe. The message was that the agent would eventually detain his mother. The student arrived at school shaking and crying from this terrifying and cruel encounter. This harassment goes beyond just the students and their families. Our principal, our superintendent, our school board chair have all been followed and harassed by ICE agents often after speaking publicly. Just yesterday, our retired principal, who was pulled over and harassed by agents after giving our students, on his time that he's retired, rides home. Even our teachers who are simply delivering food to our students have been followed. We don't know how much longer we can sustain our efforts in the face of federal intimidation. As educators, for the sake of our children, we need ICE to stay away from our schools and out of Minnesota. If they do truly leave Minnesota, no child in America should go through what Columbia Heights and other schools in Minnesota have endured. ICE needs to stay away from schools everywhere. Thank you so much for listening today, and please welcome now Senator Aaron Maquay.
Give me more of your liberal cheers. I love it.
Well, good morning, everybody. I'm Minnesota State Senator Aaron Maquay. I represent the suburbs, Minnesota's Apple Valley, Rosemount, and Eagan. What we are experiencing in Minnesota is just the test case for what Republicans want to unleash on the rest of the country. Republicans cut our healthcare funding, our food, children's cancer research, rural hospital funding, higher education, and to give billions of dollars to ICE.
Let's just move on. This lady is boring. Let's see what's going on at the actual ICE facility.
So it looks like they were looking at stuff for a little while.
So it looks like right now we only have roughly 2 people out there. This is from
Well, yeah,
the
that's
PDX.
the thing is, people were mad at Obama for wearing a tan suit and using Dijon mustard. It was crazy.
We'll see how it goes.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think the centers are being just built for that. No, that's the thing. I think things are going to get a lot worse. And yeah, that's one of my big concerns. Is yeah, the slippery slope of things.
So we're just kind of scrolling through,
Because it's
see
one of those
who's
things that
doing
it's
what.
real easy to give up
Keeping an
a
eye
bit of
on
freedom
different streams, different
to feel
lives
safe.
to see
But once you
what's going
do,
on.
it's real hard to ever
It's
claw
like,
that
man,
freedom back.
it's rough, guys. It's
Governments
rough.
do not usually like to give back things that the populace have voluntarily given away to them. Looks like the city also did post out a thing about the camp here again, so we'll see how that goes.
Boot them out.
Well, hey there, Tim. I hate to say, I wouldn't be surprised if they haven't already retasked a portion of like the military and stuff to doing that instead of overseas surveillance. I try not to be too paranoid of a person, but I know the kind of access that a lot of the companies have to customer data, so.
Like, how many of you guys are hoping for shenanigans? I know I'm hoping for some shenanigans.
Trans people with a megaphone.
Oh, now there's 4 people.
So Debbie, from my understanding on that stuff,
Map is mapping.
they're wanting to try to get them in as a lot of urban centers, yeah. I think they'll have a hard time getting ice into every city, but I think
it's not hard, they're already there.
it's going to be a case of
How the hell are you going to work for somebody that
they're going
is
to have
on the
to
Epstein list a
deal with
million
a big
fucking
uprising, I think, at that
times?
point, if it becomes that obvious. I think there'll become a point where it becomes just so blatant that
Attention.
they'll either be an uprising or a
The
complete collapse.
National Predator Protection Unit.
Is that the right ice zone? I find that that ice
Stupid. Man, all these locations have been pretty chill. Like, nothing's been happening. So sad. I was hoping
I'm
for
not very
some
surprised,
crazy-ish,
Kate.
but I guess not. I can check some TikToks if you guys know about any TikToks. Drop them in the comment, and I can go
I
ahead and
really
look them
don't
up
know,
and
Tim.
see
That's
if
the
they
thing.
have any lives in TikToks. But
At
right
this
now,
point,
nobody's really on the ground but this dude, which is Do the PDX. He's the only one so far live on the ground.
the big picture
You have
overall, I can try
JLR
to
who's
see what they're
live,
doing,
but
the
he's kind of
smaller
handling
moves right
the
now are harder to
Guthrie
figure out. It didn't used to be, but
case
it
right
feels
now,
like
so
right now
not really doing anything
they're
with
just
the ice
bouncing a little bit.
situations,
It really feels,
but
the way I've been trying to describe it is,
who knows?
it feels like we're at the point right now where it's a slower
Let's see.
moving version of the point where they were just trying to make everything they were just bouncing between different tactics, just trying to wear the people down. And part of that's the new stuff too, the constant distractions. Oh yeah, no. As far as like border patrol type stuff, yeah, no. Anywhere there's a border, they're going to have a presence of some kind. Yeah, I think they're going to try to be less obvious about it again for a little bit, maybe.
No, I mean, ice is everywhere. The thing is that
So I really think we're at that point in time where it's going to be hard to predict what's next because I really think they're just going to bounce between things.
no, ice is everywhere right now. The thing is, what he's saying doesn't make sense because they're everywhere. The only difference is that the only people that are giving pushback are the blue states or blue cities. But all the rest, like all the red states, are complying, which is why there's no issues there. You
Yeah,
have
or her
some
burn
blue
book
states that are, complying,
that she
but
had to
it's
keep flipping
mainly
through,
sanctuary cities that
or
are
the
not.
point where when she was actually like grilling some of them, it was like, and this person who you don't know, and then picks up the photo and starts reading the back, whose name is, and then starts reading the person's name off the back of the photo. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, Pam Bondi. Oh yeah, Jenny. No, so I agree with you. So Pam Hemphill recently did a Substack with Lev Parnas, where they had Jen Budd, a former ICE agent, on, who's been talking about a lot of the stuff that we're seeing now in like Minnesota and Portland and places in Tacoma, has been going on along like in the border areas the whole time. It was just more hushed, and now that it's moving out to the cities and to more areas with more untrained agents, it's just becoming so much more noticeable. Oh yeah, it was for Trump. I agree with you, Tim. Yeah, total audience of one. That was just for Trump's goon fest later on. Oh yeah, no, it's yeah. There's not words, Jenny. I agree. It's every time I think I've figured out how foul they are, and I can describe it. They sink to new low, and I think I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't have words for this at this point. Beyond what we already use, that they say has no meaning. Yeah, Tim. Eugene. Now, I will say this: I haven't been to any of the protests in Eugene yet, but I have watched them on nights when I'm not down here, or sometimes I'll watch some of the recaps of live streams and stuff when I get home. And Eugene's been putting in the work too for Oregon. I know we're a lot smaller here in Oregon than some of the other protests are in number because of like our setup and location and stuff, but it's nice to see more cities starting to join in on stuff. But I think that, yeah, Eugene's a target too. I think there's going to be a lot of the cities here in the blue states that are going to become bigger targets. I think a lot of cities are going to just go for in general, but I think they're going to go for some of the blue states like Oregon first that have really pissed them off. Because Trump being vindictive, I see him wanting to smack the most annoying gnats first. Oh yeah, no, that pissed me off. I saw that part too, Jenny, where multiple times they were telling her to turn around and she did not. So I don't know of any directly. When Pretend and Camps for Accountability are on later, I'll try to ask them to figure out maybe some of the streams if they know. I usually end up, unfortunately, watching via restreamers who are not very good about listing the sources all the time, and I need to try to figure out like some of the original ones. So I think it's probably partially on Twitter and stuff, which I'm not as active on. So Debbie, no, not really. In theory, the police in Oregon should actually be working against ICE instead of with them if things were going the way that they should legally. But the police are
Legally, they can't
more just
do
being
that.
hands off and not doing their jobs altogether for the most part, which is better than beating us. But
Attention protesters, you are now trespassing on predator protection property. Please remove yourself. So we can continue on.
Yeah, that frustrates me a lot because it's one of those things that I in general don't have a problem with free streamers in general, but I think that they should attribute who's streaming properly, so that way people can go follow that streamer. Like in my case, I don't really care because I'm not monetizing or anything, but for the streamers that are, it can make a big difference having it known where the source is. Hey, Kelly. Right you are, Tim.
I agree with that. I tend
Yeah, there's a while
to
where Oregon had
announce who I'm
like
streaming
especially the
from,
Portland area, had
whether
a
they're
pretty
left or
dark
right
history.
leaning. Because I think that you should give
And
credit
then
where
really
credit's
started
due,
to turn
even
it
if you don't
around.
agree with them.
And yeah, it's been beautiful to see the way that this area has become so far left. Just a complete reversal of how it used to be in a lot of ways. I think that's something that a lot of people don't realize, and that's why they get surprised sometimes when we have like so many right-wing like people come out and stuff. It's that we still have some of those families around here that crawl out of the woodwork every now and then. And then there's folks like Tommy that are just complete out-of-staters. Oh, I don't think that's gonna happen. It's practically impossible for them to ban sanctuary cities because of dual sovereignty. So it's one of the smart things that does exist is dual sovereignty and how that can work out. That's how, for instance, we're able to have legal marijuana here in
guys.
Oregon,
I'm gonna check on my
and in like other
crack
states like
racks, 'cause
Washington,
sounds like they're
but why you
causing
can't take it
mischief.
across state lines, even though it's legal in both states. Sorry for the weird, wacky camera angles here. I'm getting my battery plugged in real quick. Actually, I'm going to turn off the camera here for just a second so that way I don't make everyone pissed off with this or sick. I'll have the stream back up here in just a moment. Just getting stuff plugged in.
Yeah, I'm back. My crack racks were causing mischief as always. Don't know why.
Alright, should be back up in about 10 seconds here. There we go. Kelly. Oh yeah, scrolling back up, seeing what was going on before. Totally. Yeah, it is.
So yeah, it is.
And then the crinkling sound you hear right now is me putting a bag of chips back in my pocket. Brought a snack just in case.
Snacks are always good.
You know, get some music on these speakers over here. I wouldn't have to look like an idiot holding my phone to my megaphone.
Oh, I can guarantee you that if we got to the point where the federal government started to completely go into the concept of states' rights don't count at all, that would not fly.
We'll see.
That would definitely be a breaking point.
Will it though? Will it?
So yeah, it's weird with Tommy. So yeah, he's from my understanding he was mostly raised in like in and around like Stockton, California. So talking to his aunt, she said now his family mostly agrees with a lot of his views, but they said they don't agree with the way that he handles himself out here and some of the things he says, and they especially don't agree with like the way he mocks victims of child rape. So it's like even his family has, I think, a little bit more lines than he does, but I think he's just pure grift. I think he's getting attention that he's always wanted, and he thinks that he can somehow parlay it into something bigger. Yeah, I saw that. I already saw the restraining order there. I call them all sorts of things, Mayflower. Huh. It's bizarre. Yeah, that's why I'll poke at him sometimes. By the way, it's just some of that stuff that he does. It's just like that ain't right, Tommy. If he was down here to actually protest, you know, for ICE, if he was down here to do that kind of stuff, I don't think most people would have a problem with it. It's just the other shit he does to try to provoke and get content and all that other stuff. No one wants that shit, except for dumb people who are addicted to his reality TV level shenanigans. Yeah, he's purely that, an agitator and someone trying to profit off of the situation. So I haven't looked into that, but I would not be surprised. I'll probably have to dig into that a little bit in a couple days. So, but that would not surprise me. Anyway, thank you for the likes, everyone. Yeah, it's and he even tried to like move on to other places. I'm not monetized, Chris. And if you've ever been in my thing before, actually the PayPal I have down in there, I tell people not to donate to it. I put it in there so people would stop asking, but no, Chris, I don't actually make any money doing this. I don't monetize my stuff. My videos all go private afterwards. I don't actually upload anything. The only thing that's up there is the short that I've got, and that was just to let people know that they found the right channel. Hey, Mama Bear. Yeah, it's pretty quiet at the moment. Well, Debbie, no, that's what I'm saying. He's not building a platform. He's losing. He used to get way more. He's down over 90% on his views from when he was at his peak. Now that stone, I will agree with you on based on a lot of what I know, especially where he was in prison.
Where you see if anything pops off.
There's a lot of things that Tommy probably went through in prison. So Mama Bear, as far as that goes, Like Jeremy Wayne Roberts,
Looks
who
Portland
like was
ending
harassing Pam and
in,
others down here, the neo-Nazi that was best friends with Joy Peterson, he's not allowed down here anymore.
Mardi Gras.
He's got a court date coming up. Tommy
And
can't get
then
within
I know,
200 feet of being down here for the
Hook
stuff that he
Global
pulls,
was doing the
so he
thing
can't even
that
walk
has
down
to
the
do with
streets here.
anti-ICE protest that's
Um,
in Minnesota.
So yeah, there's
Um,
some of them getting arrested. In the case of like Travis and stuff, he got picked up by the
I
U.S.
think
Marshals
MD
yesterday for
Damon,
various threats, I
I
guess.
think he's doing some type
Which,
of live.
if he was doing that stuff, that's really
Let's
pretty
see
dumb.
what else we
As
have
far as
going
that goes, from the
on.
threats it looks like that was being made.
It's like there's not much
So-
going on again today.
Like I was telling other people, it's one thing to say, you know, that you
pretty,
believe
like,
that the legal
chill.
processes should be done to investigate things, and if
Today,
things are
we still
carried
have
through to their
volcanoes thing
logical
going on.
conclusion
They
after
finally
a trial,
erupted
someone's found guilty that they should be
um,
executed for treason,
for
is very different
the
than just
volcano
some of the other
in
stuff.
Guatemala.
I agree,
That one-
pissed off.
That one looks pretty cool.
For the most part, I'm not a big fan of Travis.
See if I can
I will back
show
him
you
up on the
guys
fact
how
that he
cool
served.
this looks.
Like, that's true. I verified that stuff, but as far as his personality goes, I don't really like him. And Chris, I would say yes, we are patriots. We're not
See
fake
that?
patriots, though. We don't hang out down at Fake Patriot
That's
Corner.
very cool. There's a volcano exploding in Guatemala. That actually looks dope, man. Like, I wonder how it would be.
That's
if we were actually
definitely
there. It's
true.
probably really scary, right? Like, if you think about like the movies,
Tommy
Dante's
definitely
Peak
is.
and Volcano, probably crazy.
The Travis
scary.
situation, like I said, I don't know
But
his whole deal, because like I said,
That's
from my
pretty
understanding,
cool. That
he's...
this one finally erupted.
Chris,
I know
yeah,
there
you
was
can go
like
fuck off. I was giving you a little bit of
couple
leash just because I wanted to see how quick
that
you
were
would think to do that.
happening, you know.
Oh, fuck yourself, you dumb fuck.
I think there was
Bye-bye.
like about 6 of them going off, which is
Yeah,
crazy.
Tommy's gross, toxic as fuck, dehumanizing. Yeah, that's nail on head right there, feral cats.
This guy is just going on a crazy rant talking about Tommy.
I think there's some people that Travis
funny.
kind of
Tommy
that
losing his brain.
were ambivalent about him, or you know, would
Lose
talk
their
to him and stuff,
brain.
but I don't. And I know there's some people that were still pretty chill on him, but like I said, I've always been willing to back him up on his credentials as far as having served. I don't know all the details of his service, but I did verify that he did. So, but as far as his personality goes,
I like
I've
ice.
not.
I like
We never
ice.
really interacted all that much either. So, like we knew each other out here a little bit, but we didn't like interact a lot.
I think
And hey, Farrell.
JLR just
Also
went
suggesting hi
down,
back
so I
other
don't
than
know
you
where
flying.
he went. He's probably done for the day.
Yeah, I'd say I fall under the banner of like Democratic Socialist, if anything, but I really don't have much of a label for me. Luckily, I've never had to spend time in prison, Kate, so I've been like, when I was much younger, like my late teens and early 20s,
You know, sometimes I
I was
wonder what's
in a
going
juvenile
on with
facility
you.
very briefly, and then like in a county
Like,
lockup for like
sometimes having
40 days at one
access
point.
to a
I just
lot
sat
of
back and mostly
free
read and
internet
stayed out
is
of
not a
people's way.
good thing, you know? Sometimes it's a really bad thing to just have nonstop internet access. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Kelly, what I tell most people is that Richard it's mostly like a speech impediment that he has. When you listen to his actual thoughts, if you let him talk instead of just making fun of him like they do, you can actually follow what he's saying pretty easily. It's not dumb. It pisses me off when they do that with him and try to treat him like he's
So
stupid
far,
and doesn't know what
nothing's
he's
happening
doing.
at the ICE facility. So we'll kind of just drop it here and see what's going on.
Take care of
over
yourselves,
here.
take care of your families, and you know, and take care of your kitties and dogs. You know, those are even more important family members than some humans. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Justin, thank you for coming in and giving us some insight on what's going on and everything like that. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries. You guys all have a good night.
You too.
You too.
What was the one guy's name that was always confronting Travis when he was out there and everything, and about stolen valor? He had, like, kind of a tall guy, black hair.
Sterling?
Yes, I think that's. Is that who you're thinking of that might also come in here by chance? Or I was kind of curious what his opinion is on things that he was doing.
I don't think I've ever seen Sterling in any spaces. Sterling's like the Christian. He's a
Yeah.
bigger guy.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, that's funny. You guys just mentioned him. Yeah, that's who who I'm getting ready to call. Yeah, he's got some kind of restriction on his account. He can't get into spaces for some reason. But
Yeah, neither can I.
yeah, him and I we talk almost every day. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. You probably won't hear from Sterling in here because he's got some kind of restriction on his account. So anyway, sorry to interrupt, but have a
God
good
bless
night,
you, Rat.
guys.
All right.
Good night, Rat. God bless. Yeah, Monaco, he's gonna be dropping it.
Well, that was good to have Dustin here to give us information. Anybody else want to request a mic and maybe add anything to the conversation? I think right now it's just me and Mr. Bill with the microphone. So it would be nice if we could have some dialogue with some other people. Um, whether
I was
we
kind of curious
uh,
at not Tina Kotex, from your interactions or something like that. Did you kind of have any kind of concerns about Travis Juhr and everything back in the day? You're out there quite a bit asking me different people questions. If you wanted to pop in a mic, I'd be curious what you had to say. And Rooster just popped in the chat too.
yeah, Rooster, you'll have to go back and listen. Dustin, Travis's brother, was just in here giving us some insight on the situation.
Crunchy Cheetos.
Some information on Travis's history
That's what I'm
leading
eating.
up to
Yep.
the latest
Thank you, Chuck.
events that took place. So anyone that just came in and didn't realize that we were just talking with Travis's brother Dustin. After the space is over, you could go back and listen and get that information, which I think was pretty insightful and informative. Cleared up a lot of information questions that I had for sure. I really appreciate Dustin coming in. That was really good, and Ryland's mom too for coming in and giving us the info that she was able to give us. But anybody else that wants to come up, grab a mic, express some concerns, or just talk about the events that have unfolded, or speculate on the future or anything like that, you're more than welcome to grab a mic.
Yeah, for real. Crickets.
Jeff just got the mic. Jeff, you got anything to add?
Yeah, Dr.
I
Retard.
I was listening to the Ben Dykes show this morning, and he made a mention that he cannot either he can't confirm or deny that he had a part in contacting some of his connections in making the arrest of Travis Juhr.
Everybody contacted.
So you never know anymore with people if they're genuine or if it's just attention seeking. But Ben Dykes did make that mention that he made a phone call to some of his connections that he has that could have led to the arrest
on this for a while.
of Travis Juhr.
Sitting on it, but just
if in fact that's true, I think there's a lot of things that are in order to Ben Dykes to make that happen.
For sure. I think Dustin was just saying that he
loads of us reported him.
Interview or something with Ben Dykes earlier.
Ben Dykes might have as well, but
is that what he said, Mr. Bill? I'm not sure.
I think he mentioned that he was on the phone, or he was on a call with Ben Dykes, and then he heard that noticeable knock from
loads
the police
of people.
That can't be
Loads and loads of people reported.
So he heard the knock actually through the phone call.
By the time Ben Dykes would have made the report, they would have already been we're literally out there to go get him right now. You're a little late. Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah, I know that other people had also confirmed that they had sent information into the feds. I think what's his name? Geyer Digital had posted just a couple weeks ago. He posted an email address directly to Secret Service, I think it was, where people could report any info that they had on Travis Juhr. So I'm sure there were a lot of people over the past couple months reporting. I think I heard yesterday that
A lot of reports.
in December, I think they said, or January, that there was some sort of communication going on with the feds. Or it's when they started their investigation or something. Might not be 100%
That's
on that, but
when
I do believe I saw something about that
the
last
Secret
night
Service was
after the
contacted.
news of the arrest.
And you guys contacted him. Janice contacted him.
There's an absolute ton of people that have been reporting that.
Her, and then he was Aaron,
I'm
but
sure
not like
there's a lot of
everything he said
people
he did.
involved in
Loads.
exposing Travis over the past couple months, especially on Twitter. A lot of people had a fire lit under their ass for him, so I'm sure there were many screenshots, videos, clips, and everything else that were sent into not only PPB, but
a lot from our chat
and,
too.
Federal authorities.
A lot from our chat.
DOJ.
It's crazy.
Definitely a lot of tags on the DOJ and Homeland Security, FBI. They were being hammered probably to the point where, honestly, their agents that are assigned to review were probably just pulling their hair out the number of tags. Because there really is people that just kind of, their sole job is to see all those tags and review if any of it's real. 80% of it's bogus, 20% of it's somewhat legit, only 1% can be acted on.
For sure.
It's crazy.
And I noticed that Travis Juhr's Facebook account that he had disappeared a few weeks ago.
All of his social media went poof. That's standard FBI procedure. They will send takedown notices to all the social media companies. They're not deleted. They're merely put into a special category for evidentiary review.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, because you can go to channel activity and see every single post that he's made on my channel. Every single one. Every single post that he's made.
I was a little shocked his Twitter stayed up. That was one that kind of surprised me.
I can do
it's still up now.
Each and every one of you. I can go to channel activity and see each and every post. It'll tell me each stream.
I don't know. Yeah, that's unusual. So, did anybody see how Pam Tifa decided to say, "Oh, it's all the setup"?
Oh, a couple days ago, Emmy.
Did you say that?
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's posted.
The day before he got arrested.
It to the chat if you want. I have
he
it right
didn't
here.
come in the day he was arrested. I was actually wondering where he was all day.
Please do. Yeah, she was in a space. She had a space of.
See what's going on over here in Portland.
I think it might be a fox.
We have. We're at the Portland facility, ice facility. Apparently we have a shark and I think it's a fox.
Kate says hello, Nathan.
How is that person?
Yeah, Mom Bear. I'm from Washington originally, and then I've moved all around the Northwest. The furthest I've moved away was Idaho for a while, and now I've been in Portland for a while. I've lived in like Oregon on and off throughout my life, but I've been in Portland for the last over 3 years now. I just don't think I want to move anywhere else for the most part to live. And I think for a lot of it,
because your girl's birthday's
the
coming
music
up.
I think they pick a lot of it
And
is
so,
based on the
I
lyrics of
assume,
certain
like,
songs, and I think also things that are heavily copyrighted. So when like the MAGA streamers and shit come out here, it's harder for them to monetize. Same reason like the Disney music, especially when they play anything that's Disney owned, it demonetizes things like that. So I don't
like that.
And that's why a lot of people get upset by it. I'm like, I don't care because I'm not trying to make any money at this. So.
Now you know this man is definitely trying to make money. Even though he's saying he's not, you know he is. That's why he's doing this.
I'm going to be the board. It has to be hard right now. Zep Brannigan. Lela. Lela. Every time I see that, it just always immediately goes Zep Brannigan.
Let's just clean up on this. Well, Harley is here. Trying to keep it kosher with you guys. Trying to hold it down. See what's up.
Oh, I didn't think you were being rude, Jimmy.
Drop a hey in the chat.
Sorry if I sound that way. Sometimes my tone of voice will come off a little way. That sounds a little off. But no, I wasn't upset or anything. I didn't think you were being rude. I was supposed to just trying to think of a good way to answer it.
I wonder, are y'all here to see if anything pops out? Because I love watching these just to see if ice actually comes down and does something to these people. Now, if you guys know any good lives that are popping off right now on TikTok, hit your girl up, drop it in the chat, and I'll go ahead and look it up and see what it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I didn't think it was weird at all.
It's pretty quiet. That's my dog.
I figured it's just probably hitting your brain like, why
is.
that particular
Y'all new to the stream?
Is all I was thinking of it.
This is my channel. That's my dog. She's a husky. Go ahead and like and subscribe.
Well, and also to, like, for me, I try to preface it because with some of my neuromuscular issues, it does actually affect my throat muscles at times. So there are legitimately times where, for some reason, I will sound like I'm angry and pissed off when I'm not. And I've had so many people go, why are you mad at me? And I'm like, I'm not even slightly upset with you. Why are you yelling at me? I'm not yelling.
You yelling at the mic?
Oh, it's understandable too, Jenny, because a lot of chats can get pretty weird.
Oh yeah, no problem. That better?
That's why I don't like to do as much. Like, I used to love singing and stuff. I still sing every now and then. Not as often because just the loss of vocal control is hard. Same reason why I don't play drums anymore, really. It's a little harder. I'll still play piano and stuff sometimes, because that I can still do pretty well, but
I appreciate it.
Things like drumming and stuff, it's like when you can't control the muscles quite right anymore, it just gets kind of funky. And thank you, Mari. I hear you.
Yeah, it started off today so far with just like, I think, 2 of the inflatables, and then it was like
something I've gotten mostly used to, but
now
every now and then something will like it's hard to do that I wasn't expecting.
We'll
to be like, oh, that's a new thing
tonight.
I can't do easily anymore.
It's been pretty dead this week, which I'm surprised because it's pretty nice out.
What's a visa mean to enter the United States? What's what? A visa or a green card. Oh, like a visa or green card? So it seems like a visa or a green card, so it seems like the visa to be able to enter the country for different purposes like work and things like that. Green card is more like an authorization for being in the country for longer term.
Thank you. You two, do you have like a channel or anything? Do you do anything? Or were you like me? Like at first, I was a browser. I would watch everybody's lives, and then eventually, I kind of did this.
is that once you actually get to the
He's definitely in an area where I know he was saying like, because Tommy when he goes there too, they were saying like the internet cell service is so slow. I'm wondering if that's something that what the cops do, you know, like one of those, you know, missions where they knock out your shit on the earth.
So the way
Hey Gary, Patrice, 7339. I actually just did a video just for you today. I did one of your comments that you sent me about doing some Tom McDonald songs. So I did some for you today. Yeah, it's just 2 of them so far, and then I think 2 other people that are dressed up weird.
Yeah, that record is still up there. I noticed that.
It's pretty quiet. It's been like a dead week. I'm surprised because it's been pretty nice. So it is what it is, right?
So with that, with the thing that I had about the things you got, if generally with the green card, so when you're sending your green card, you're pretty much good with that.
If you guys hear quack quacks passing through, my ducks are going back to bed. I usually bring them up for an hour.
And if I'm wrong on anything I'm saying to Richard, please, folks, feel free to correct me.
You know, people, they're captured at the Mexican border. Are they taken to like a holding jail?
Had a rough start earlier, like my stream was acting full, but now it's better. I feel like sometimes like the Grinch where he's like, but that's what these kids are for.
So with that, yeah, depending upon the case.
I mean, like people who were trying to bump into Rio Grande.
They have better music playing now. It kind of sounds like elevator music.
If people who got picked up when they owned it, like some guy.
Let's see if there's any other streams going on. Any other lives?
No, that
people on the ground.
As I was saying, different cases. I don't know. It just depends on the different scenarios that happen. So, like with some asylum seekers, there was like the Remain in Mexico policy for a while, where they were just getting like not even allowed to like evening properly or being held there, even the legal process. And then there was those cases where like there's catch and release, those cases where there's catch and detention. I think under his currently, there's just not as many encounters because of the level of fear people have.
Nashville partying it up. So he's not really doing much.
Have you ever been to Mexico?
I don't think Tommy is up.
So I've been close, but I've never actually crossed the border to Mexico. So I've been within about 10, 15 minutes, but I've never actually been down there. I've been to Canada, but not Mexico.
Jane, does Mexico have their immigration and their customs?
Yeah, pretty much every country around the world has their own form of, like, some type of, like, authority that actually handles like people coming in and out of the country.
Yeah.
A lot of it's because of things like bringing different fruits, vegetables, illness, and things like that to the country.
I know yesterday it started like
there's a few countries that I think that
2
don't
people
really have
and then
much, but most
10
countries
and
do.
then like it was like a big nothing.
Yo,
oh look, another one.
El Paso, it's like a bridge.
It's like the flash of my nose. Oh my God, there's a third.
There's like American customs, and at the other end of the bridge, it's like you have like the Mexican customs. And at some point, like
I'm still not understanding why they have those things.
It's so close.
Like to me, that's
the American customs. And the Mexican customs like almost like a block down the road where you can just wave at them,
y'all got any good theories on why we think they're there? I would love to know. Right? It's very
American customs on one end of the block, and American customs on that end of the block.
We're like inflatable
common for a lot of crossings. They usually put the stations for both sides pretty close
These
together.
are adults with too much bloody money. Like people like me, gotta be at work.
Yeah, I'm 44 these days, turning 45 later this year myself.
But very entertaining though. I gotta admit that. Like one of my favorite ones that I got to watch was when I sprayed one of these inflatables in the air hole. It was great. I loved it.
There might be one criminals from the United States that have warrants for their arrest.
One of those things
So
you want to play on
so
repeat.
when you crossed over into Mexico from the U.S., they're supposed to be the same type of check that we do generally. Some of their procedures and rules are different, but for the most part, they're doing similar types of checks.
Well, when they do there was like nobody at the checkpoint station, y'all. It's almost like, if the light, was armed, stayed green.
I almost nobody. My ducks passed by. So it might have been something on the screen.
The light turned red. The light turned to red. Then they want to do.
I guess the mic is really that sensitive. Maybe I picked up like my kiddo.
That's when they were doing like more random stops instead of like stopping pretty much everything.
Well, like when I mean at the border station, the way it works, if the light stays green,
It definitely looks like it's filling up. It's filling up faster than it did yesterday.
Red, then their customers want to ask a question. It's like definitely at the American checkpoints, the light's almost always red. The customers are going to ask you a whole bunch of stuff like why you
oh shit! Someone's got a gun. Someone's got a gun.
Yeah, sometimes it'd be hard. I don't think it's that you have old ears. If you listen to rock music, that's probably what it is. To be honest.
Well, I know.
Let me see like color their sound down. Because I know sometimes they can be a little loud with these protesters.
Make sure we got that documented. Zooming in as much as I can. Looks like 799 KSL to me.
Well, hopefully that's better. Hopefully you can hear it better.
I'm looking at it more closely. I'm confirming. Yeah, 799 KSL.
Yeah, these people be screaming at the top of their lungs most of the time. I was watching a video earlier of them throwing,
So it's a Chevy. Looks like.
Oh.
Tahoe?
Yeah. I try. I really like doing his reactions to his music. His music is really good.
Yeah.
Let me see. Maybe I could put it down a little more. How about now? Hopefully it's better. But yeah, I really appreciate the different song titles that you were having me look up. So I did a couple for you today.
Be careful, they've got a gun.
So they should be dropping tomorrow.
Be careful.
Did they just say this person brought a gun? That's crazy. And this is why I be saying that Civil War, like, we're already there.
Dumbass fucking right winger in here earlier saying it's the left that's violent.
Yeah, it is definitely getting crazy. Like, I don't know if I should start walking with a strap, man, to be on the safe side.
Thank you, Ninja. Yeah, that was brandished and pointed.
Yeah. Apparently, someone came with a strap.
Hey, Fubar, go fuck yourself. That was a right winger. It was one of you, you dumb fuck.
Yeah, the guy that we're listening to, he's obviously a leftard, but right now, no right winger or middle of the road people are out right now.
No, but
recording.
There were others that were closer.
No, thank God.
I was more focused on trying to get some of the vehicle details and.
But still, like, you know, for a person who travels,
yeah,
it's
I'll
like
keep
you
an eye out
gotta
for
be
that Tahoe all
careful
night.
whenever you go into any of these type of areas.
Exactly, Ninja Unicorn. That's the thing I was focused on, was getting those details up a little bit better.
So I think the wolf is going away because I saw it walk off.
So I'll double check. Hey Nathan, did you happen to actually catch the gun on video?
No, not. I got the license plate, but
They probably do, like some of them, and I think some of them
we'll
are
have to
just
double check
paid
to see who got it.
protesters. Definitely probably have no life. That's why they're out here.
Yeah, I don't think my video was clear enough to show anything. Looks like they're coming back again.
Yeah, he came back. You're a piece of shit too. That's why you're down here, right? You piece of shit.
Wow.
Yep, he's coming back.
Well, now the cops are there. Or are they just going away?
So there's that guy that pulled the gun. Let's see if they decide to pull the gun again. They pulled the gun last time. Let's see if they pull the gun again.
Who did?
They did.
Oh, these guys. Oh, I see. Gotcha. So apparently these guys that have come around the other day, the whole situation was reversed, right?
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't see, you know, I feel like they should just nuke all these restrictions and just allow us and just go based off the Constitution, but that's just my personal opinion. Because my whole argument about this, because I've had conversations with people who want, wow, this guy's popping off.
This is not a fucking MAGA zone. Get the fuck out of here. When you go around and you say fucking racial slurs
You're
to someone,
just here to cause problems. Get the
when
fuck
you go around
out.
and you beat someone and you call it racial slurs, you're lucky they don't fucking shoot you in the face. And Tommy got fucking lucky as fucking plastic pellets, you dumb fuck.
Get the
That was a
fuck
real
out.
fucking gun. So it ain't the same fucking thing, you dumb fucking cunt. You dumb fucking Nazi son of a bitch.
Go exercise
It ain't the same fucking thing when someone uses a pellet gun
Fucking
and a real
kid's
fucking gun like
bedroom.
that.
You fucking
There's a big fucking
pedophile
difference,
piece
you
of
stupid
shit.
son of a bitch. There's a big fucking difference between an airsoft and a real fucking gun. You dumb cunt.
Yeah,
No.
for real, like,
Plastic
wow.
pellet out of a fucking airsoft gun is not the same thing as a bullet out of a fucking 9mm, you dumb cunt. It's a completely different fucking thing. You can't kill someone with a fucking plastic pellet from an airsoft, you dumb son of a bitch.
Yes, you can.
He's one of the dumb Nazi cunts that comes out here.
Right? Oh my god, that would be nuts.
I don't know why they're getting on my fucking case. Allies should not be giving me fucking shit for Nazi fucks out here. People should not be out here fucking catering to fucking Nazis out here.
Dude, he like popped off.
So we had a guy that just pulled up with an actual fucking gun. Yeah, came up here with a real gun, and then he comes over here and it's like, it's not even that different than when that one in a white car pulled around the other day and he shot a communist. Like, that was a fucking airsoft gun, you dumb fuck, after they said racial slurs to her. And
My thing is, like, how does he know it's a real gun, though? Because you have incidences where people got shot with toy guns, you know? But yes, you can get severely injured and even murked with an airsoft gun. Like, I've known people that got severely injured and almost died from that.
The Chevy Tahoe that's circling around. Yeah.
That's crazy. It's getting hot.
Was it a legit firearm?
Yeah. Someone, they got pointed at them. I didn't catch it on anything, but yeah, they had it pointed at them. I was staying far enough back that I could actually get the license plate and stuff in the vehicle made.
Yeah, I saw you. I was calling out the license.
This is one way I would not want to go viral.
Yeah, that got caught there, and then my stream also saw it, and then I zoomed in and.
Okay.
Yeah. No, he likes that one guy likes to come out here and agitate.
But yeah, what I was saying was like I feel like people should not have restrictions like the way they have it on us for law-abiding citizens to carry, because people who get guns illegally don't go based off the law. So it's like I feel like it just hinders the law-abiding. But that was just my point I was gonna make about that. But then this guy just started popping off.
Fuck! I just tend to get a little jerk sometimes when people call me out. I'm like, I called out, and I'm trying to. But you're good. You know.
like, now I want to see if something's gonna happen. It's like it almost feels like you're watching like a TV show where you're just like, oh my god, can I fast forward?
I got here more around October time and stuff, doing overnight, keeping people safe.
Yeah, same.
And then when Cameron walks left, I noticed that there was not that many people out here filming, so I started bringing my stuff down. And then wintertime here, I've got neuromuscular issues, so I stayed home a bit longer. And now I'm back out here again.
I mean, if you think about it this way, though, if you do witness it, we'd be like ahead of everybody knowing all this stuff and just going crazy on social media.
I miss it. Yeah, so sorry I get a little growly.
Like 4 out of 5 nights. 4 out of 5 nights.
Like, I believe they passed by twice, but I don't see the vehicle again.
Yeah, no, that's Iceman.
Yeah, that's where it started. And it was cool, so it's like the zero.
Scotty, you know what? I let you in here for one time just to see if you do this shit again. You did. Go fuck yourself, Scotty.
But Scotty doesn't know.
Yeah, pretend's over to my right here a little bit.
If you know where that's from, guys, that's from Euro Trip.
Mr. Blaine, no, this didn't seem to have any of the telltales from what other people were noticing. And I didn't see anything that looked like an airsoft or anything. I didn't see any orange tip or anything. It didn't look like it was fake painted. The camera couldn't see it real well, but my eyes could see a little bit better because of the different contrast.
And so what do they have on their lives?
It didn't look fake.
Because I know I was watching some lives earlier that had to do with
between
the volcanoes that went off. I know for sure the one in Guatemala went off.
Bullets.
Right now I know it looked really cool.
They are not the same thing.
I watch weird lives sometimes. The AI Atlas one is pretty boring.
Yeah, Mr. Blaine, yeah, no, it was one of those cases where the person that was up front most got the closest view of it. And yeah, that was weird. Yep, I'm the guy to Hellfire. I made sure I actually got a close enough view of it, and several of us got it. I know Nathan got a good glimpse of the license plate too, so we've got it documented. Well, I'm glad I was able to clear that up real quickly and not have someone think I was a chud or something down here. But no, I'm the opposite. I'm the Shane that's not a chud. Sorry for this super shaky cam. I'm going to switch hands real quick. Yep, this is live.
Oh, okay. I looked up what you were saying. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Kelly, unfortunately, I kind of agree with that statement too. I think that this is going to, if they're doing this on Thursdays, I imagine this weekend's going to be worse.
Oh, for real. If they're already starting off today with stuff like that, imagine Friday and like Saturday and Sunday. And then I think Monday is a holiday. Well, not for everybody, but for some people.
I was thinking the same thing. Like, just he's here.
Yeah, just wasn't here, and all of a sudden.
Oh, really? How did it go out? How did that work out for you? Because I know when I talk to people that are on the other side of the aisle, they tend to just disown me.
Yeah, that was, I think, just a backfire. There was nothing goofy there.
If you guys are just jumping into the chat or the live, y'all missed it. Supposedly somebody passed by in a vehicle that they're saying is like MAGA that had a gat and was like pointing at them. So we shall see what pops off. Dude popped off all crazy.
Walk around, see if there's anyone goofy looking over near Patriot Corner. I think it's pretty empty down here still, so we'll see. just that dickhead screw. Do not like the Iceman.
It's like, I wonder where these people felt all the hate when Obama was doing this. Because I don't ever remember them being out there doing anything about this.
So yeah, Chris and I have a mutual understanding. I think he sized me up and realized I'm not one to fuck with. And I have kind of that mutual understanding of him too. I think he's probably one of the ones that would be one of the harder to tangle ones down here. But for some reason we get along in a weird way that I do not understand. Yeah, so we've got a little bit of presence coming out. If Chris is coming out, that usually means there's going to be a couple people. So that I don't.
True.
He
it
might.
is.
I'm guessing.
We should make
he had
asylums great again.
So probably. Some of them I follow, some of them I don't. If he does, I don't really pay attention to his shit. Yeah, also, Chris doesn't spew the same stuff out. So even if I don't know what his beliefs are altogether, even if he is on the other side, he doesn't go around spewing stuff and just saying weird bullshit.
Really, they're still with that. Like, oh my god, even though it's been debunked, I can't believe people are still spewing that. But then again, I'm not surprised because they keep spewing that whole
I had a feeling this way he was holding his phone and stuff that he did.
Hands up, don't shoot, lie and stuff, even though that's also been debunked.
No, not that Chris. So, it's a guy who lives here in the building. He's a resident here at Grace Landing.
Teddy bear. Break time.
Yeah, Chris Christensen is Iceman. Ocean Plot's different, and then the other Chris I'm talking about is a completely different guy too. So yeah, we're talking about 3 Chris's at the moment. At this point, I was actually thinking about jokingly doing the same thing with me since I've already been doxxed, but I haven't still.
It's like, are you headed to Chandler's? Everybody poops at Chandler's. Seems more like a lot more people are coming in to the mix.
Yeah, the Chris I was talking about specifically is he wears military hat and military hockey jersey usually, and wanders around and guards some of the MAGA folks. He lives in the building. And so yeah, then there's, like you're saying, Chris Ocean Plot, and then there's Chris Christensen Iceman. So Chris. It's kind of like all the Shanes.
Shane, Shane, when like Steve Jones and Brett Musburger were at the Coliseum when the Blazers won the championship in the late '70s, in early '80s, whenever there was a playoff game, at home, they always had old Brett Musburger come out to Portland to call the game for CBS. I wonder why that is, Joe.
Oh, probably just voice.
Exactly.
Probably just voice and consistency. When people watch certain sports games and stuff, they get to know like certain announcer voices, and they go to be familiar with them and kind of find them comforting. Like Bob Uecker in baseball.
Shane, when the Blazers beat the Sonics in 1983 in the first round, this guy Jim Kelly called the game for CBS and called the first game, and then when the series switched to Portland, Brett Musburger called the 2 games you know, in, 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 in like well, Portland, it's like they switched, CBS announced crew, you know, you know, once they're addressed to Portland, they had old Brett Musburger come out.
True.
Yeah, just going based on
They're
like the
telling you
audience
that
in the
Biden
city.
was like the best president in the world. They got issues.
Oh, sorry,
man.
that's probably because I'm talking to Richard, so I'm turning my head a little bit.
There's no way of helping
and also,
that.
there's not a lot going
Can't
on out
help
here at the
stupid.
moment.
Same when like people like Jim Kelly and Brett Musburger come out to do the game. Do they get filled in by the local announcers about the Trailblazers?
Usually they'll give them like a prep sheet that's got information and stuff to catch them up on things, and little fact sheets and stuff that they would read off, and all that stuff back in the day.
A prep sheet mean,
So they would usually give them like just like a piece of paper that had like just a, like a
It
bunch of
doesn't look like
details,
the
stats,
people
and
came
all that
back.
kind of stuff.
That ones that supposedly had the gun.
Oh, I see.
So
Why? Because that he's actually
guess that was like a big nothing burger.
Oh, here comes
It's like a tease.
One of the women.
It's like, hey, what's up, Heavy Hook? How you doing? How's it
Starting to get some
going?
more chuds.
You missed it, bro. You missed it. So, as I was saying earlier in the chat, there was like a truck that was driving by, drove by twice, and supposedly they pointed a gat at these people, and then this dude that's recording was popping
and I'm not
off.
using like a lav mic or anything, so when I turn, sometimes it doesn't pick up. And then the sound, otherwise, there's just not much sound going on out here at the moment, other than when cars come and go. A little bit of music. They never think about this stuff, Mar. They really don't. Or Tim, if we want to go Monty Python, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more, and not as good as a wink to a blind bat.
So now we're just waiting to see if these people come back. But yeah, it was like a hot mess.
Yeah, even I don't complain about the fact that they figured out where I live from like stuff I've done before, where I wasn't as careful with my pictures as I should be. But at that point, like, well, I should rephrase that. I'd already been doxxed at that point. The pictures really just confirmed the dox. But
no, you're
at
good,
that point,
bro.
I didn't
You're
care.
good.
Once my dox is out,
you know, I love that you spread the
no
love to everybody. That's how you gotta do it nowadays. You know, that's how you gotta help everybody out. You know, and then they start helping other people out as well.
Yeah, them screaming about doxing just kills me sometimes when they do that stuff to themselves, and they do it to other people. So that's kind of what's funny about it to me, is they dox other people and themselves.
Oh yeah, Gary. Yeah, it's crazy because like, not to like just like people that are doctors, but you know, I learned that some doctors barely pass the bare minimum to get to become a doctor, so she might not be very smart. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to politics, I think it's broke a lot of people's brains.
Weather cycles are kind of off right now, so it's hard to predict how things are going to go long term. They've been having a hard time.
So, how is
getting better, though,
the case going with Nancy Gracie? I know I was following it and watching it, some stuff about it earlier, and I believe they did a video on it, but I think it's still kind of going like slow, like day 12, I think it is, and still kind of going nowhere.
It was either El Nino or La Nina.
Yeah, and I don't know how it's going like this year. It's just been weird.
Jay, El Nino, it's kind of like would be an extension of like what we're having right now, where there's not much snowpack, where it's like too dry and a little bit too warm, too mild.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's going to get cold enough for snow.
Yeah, this should be the PDX. He's like a left-hard kind of streamer, but he's the only person right now on the ground, so
if we're gonna have it,
kind of gotta just go with what we
another
get.
wild winner, y'all.
There's nobody else like recording. I believe like all the people that are mid and right leaning, they're all like in chats and doing other things right now. Some are chasing, like Heavy Hook said, the Guthrie case right now too. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I don't like Iceman at all. He pisses me off. Which was Ice Bear? Grandpa Maddox.
And then I believe some people were also in New York, because they were filming the whole thing with what was going on with people taking on the pride flags and leaving up only American flags. And then so there was like this big old protest stuff going on over there where you had them put up the pride flags, either taking down the American flags or putting them together. And nobody got arrested. I think Nadler was there as well. And then this was being recorded by.
Oh yeah, Mari. I remember. I think it was.
I think it was called.
When I was living up in Renton, we had a cold
like
snap that caused snow.
They were the ones that recorded the FBI, like when everybody was bringing into the DHS, FBI, or ICE vehicles.
Literally almost
Status
July
News. He was there, and so they recorded that as well as Mercado, where they were breaking in and showing and doxing all the ICE agents. But they were over there, so that's where those people were at. So yeah, I think everybody's spread out right now.
They're going to try to get closer again. I have a feeling they're going to agitate on purpose, or try to.
Yeah, I was kind of, when I was doing the video about it earlier today, I saw that they were struggling, that they were talking about like it's kind of everywhere right now. So yeah, I feel like it still hasn't gone anywhere, so I think they're still waiting, and that's all. It's like I feel bad for that situation for her. Like I really hope she shows up like alive. Yeah, there was like so much stuff going on today. Like again, like it was like stuff but not stuff, if that makes sense, because I know that also the SAVE Act passed the House and it was going back to the Senate, and you know who knows it's gonna make to Trump's desk. So yeah, it's like there's stuff there's some there, but not really. Like I feel like it's like what we were talking about yesterday, where it's just, or the other day, where we were talking about how they're just sprinkling stuff to distract us. So it's like what's really going on in the background, you know?
Don't want to know. It's useful to know for now, but I just. I wanted to be retired. Damn it! I wanted to be retired. No, Ellen, it got pointed.
But yeah, it doesn't look like the guy's coming back around unless he's gonna come back around later. Yes, I actually did a video about that too.
Because of the contrast and stuff, my camera wasn't able to catch it well, but from the angle I was at.
They shot it down, and the El Paso mayor was really pissed off because they weren't informed by the government that this was going on, which I get it.
I was more focused on trying
because,
to make sure
like,
the details of the vehicle.
What if you're getting all these calls about this, so and then you have some people that are stupid that will start shooting at it, and it's like you don't know what it's holding, which it has like a bomb or whatever in there, you know, like just so much trouble that would cause without having communication. So it's like I understood the mayor's part of they should have at least informed him so he could have informed the police force, you know. But I also understand why there's secrecy at the same time. So it's like it's one of those like, you know. Me personally, I would have told the mayor. I mean, I'm the type of person that just throw it out there and let's see what sticks and what happens.
Okay, if you're saying you saw that closer upstream, whose stream was it? I'll go verify real quick. Someone see if you know.
COVID. Yeah, I mean, that's how I look at it. Like, I understand both sides of the coin. it's just hard to kind of know, and I would never want to be put in that position because imagine having all those
Because I
lives in
shouldn't
your
have been
hands.
able to see anything in a away
But
stream.
it's like I understand both sides of it because even though Trump's protecting America, you have this person that's beholden to protect his community. So it's like really hard to say what would be the right thing to do. I personally think that he should have at least informed the mayor so that he was made
Yeah,
aware,
no, that's
so
why I'm
that
asking Ellen.
whoever he needed to talk to, he would be
Because they're
able to.
saying they
But then
saw a
again, it's
specific
like
streamer that had an angle that showed
if
that
it's
it
in
was
El
in a
Paso,
waistband.
it's pretty close to the border. Well,
I
not
want to
super
see if
close,
they can
but
tell me which streamer
then
it was.
you have to worry about whether or not if any of those agents are compromised and giving them a heads up. So like I get like both sides. See if anybody else is going live while we're waiting. See if that car comes back. Yeah, definitely a lot of info today, but like I said, it was like it's there, but it's not there.
Wanting to see what their source is.
Thanks, Gary. You have a nice night too. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah, not much going on. Not a lot of people live right now. They're just kind of all doing their thing. I was watching JLR earlier, and it was like not much. And there goes a furry. Still don't get why they're there.
Now, see, this is the thing is, if I was just watching that stream,
yes, right,
it'd be in my immediate watch history.
In case y'all don't, y'all want to know what Heavy Hook is talking about, he's talking about this.
What stream it was.
We were debating on whether or not I should get a second one and then dub it Lucille and have it look like Negan's bed. And then maybe go for a run with
yeah,
it
if you can find which
when
stream
we
it was,
go down there
I can't
to do
stop
some
mine to
on the
go look at
ground
stuff. So that's
lives.
why I was asking them, but they haven't said anything, and that's why I just think it's weird. Because I would usually be able to, if I came in and said I had this, I watched it, I would usually be able to just pop up and give it. Oh, I know, Mari. I had a feeling. That's why I was giving them a chance to try to give the information. I want to find out what their source is. Or if they're just,
My
saying
cat's in the background. She's just meowing away. Because her and my husky are fighting over who gets to stay on the bed.
But a lot of times what I tell Maga, when I ask for the proof, I saw it. Where? And then they just run.
It almost sounded like you were going to say a joke.
That's more people that hate your guts.
It's funny that this guy is saying like,
oh, thank you for the
oh, I asked Maga for proof, and they're like, oh, I saw a video, and then they don't show me anything. That sounds more like he's saying
and by the way,
what the right says to the left,
back up,
not
you notice
the other
the
way
comment
around.
hasn't disappeared. I did not time that user out. I did not remove them from chat. They're not timed out. They're not hidden. That's why I pretty much, whenever you see me do that, I always say their name and say, you're out of here, you're out of here. To let people know when I'm actually doing.
I love jokes. I like all kinds of jokes, from anything from like really bad pun jokes to like dad jokes. Like, as long as it's funny, I'm like usually laughing. I'm definitely like one of the things I like to watch,
that
and
also means that, like, at
I've
this
been
point, because
notorious
I
for
haven't hidden them and I
rewatching
also
it,
haven't
is the
timed
Latin
out,
Kings the
they
comedy.
could still come back at any point
I
and still
think that's
give the information, and
hilarious.
they're not.
I think it's because since I grew
They're
up
welcome to.
around like
But I
Latin
have a feeling
people,
they're not
it
going
like
to tell us
hits,
where they saw it.
so I get it. Um, and also the Payaso Comedy Slam. That one's also a good one. They got me like into also like Fluffy. I started watching his stuff. That guy's funny too. It's because you're good peeps, man. That's why. They're definitely starting to pile up more people this time around. Like yesterday, it was kind of like dead. I think it was like max 4 people. Now it looks like here we got like at least 10 to 15 people. So we'll see. There was tiny bit of excitement, but then it went away. It fizzled.
Yeah, other than that excitement with that Tahoe a little bit ago, and now just we got a couple of the
Yeah, just so y'all know, because I'm from Chicago, we call everything a car. So it could be a truck, it could be a semi. Everything is a car to us.
Interesting vehicle. That's pretty cool looking.
Probably be the worst witness in the world if a cop asked me, so what kind of vehicle is this car? It's like, what kind of car? I don't know. It's a car. Yeah, it's definitely really early. So this is probably just a prelude into what's going to happen over the weekend. So it might get even more like crazy and pop off more.
That's why I'll
Which
just
I'll
usually
be
pop
there
up and
for
ask
it.
that question like that immediately and give like a challenge of some kind. I'll still usually try to be friendly, but a challenge.
Yeah, I'd be like the worst witness ever.
Where's your data?
I should do like Miss Swan. I don't know if y'all ever like watched that. I believe it's
Facts
from
and
Mad
information are
TV,
like
I think I want to say.
anathema,
Where she,
like garlic to a vampire.
I'll probably get like hit for this because of,
Not much, really,
of what I'm about to do, but it's worth it. Where she's like, he look like a man.
He came up and tried to pull that
Like
shit
when the
with me
detectives ask her,
the
like,
Tommy
so
thing,
what did the
he
person
hates
look like?
So
Yeah, he looked like a man.
I don't want to hear how it's equivalent for someone to shoot someone with a BB gun and someone to shoot someone with a real gun. Those are not the same damn thing.
Told you, man. My sense of humor gonna get me in trouble.
Yeah, Kathleen, the way I look at it is guns are tools. They treat them like they're toys, like fetish worship objects.
It's probably better than what my son had
tools.
explained one time.
Different than a hammer, no different
So,
than
story time.
a saw. But
one of my, because I had like my kids, they were with my ex, and worst babysitter ever, just so you know. Wasn't paying attention to them. My oldest was, I think he was like maybe 4. And his brother was like 2, and someone came and kidnapped his little brother, and thank God they were able to find him because they left him apparently on the overpass. But the cops were able to find him. But they asked my son like to describe the vehicle, and my son's like, it's a car with flames.
Thing on him for a while. I have a feeling they're really going to try to make something out of
it's like, hello, he's only 4. He's not going to know how to explain, vehicles to you.
And that's the one thing where
I asked my son, like,
his case pisses me off.
What do you mean, like flames, like graphics? And that's basically what he meant. They had like graphics on it, like that looked like flamish. But yeah, these cops were stupid.
I think they're going to try to tighten restrictions down on what can't be said.
But that would be me trying to describe stuff. I'd be like, this thing. It looks like that one thing that kind of looked like this other thing. Yeah. and it's not quite blue. It's like a
all about the grip,
teal,
all
like
about the
with a
braid.
hint of like maybe
Like people
purple.
thought I was paranoid when I used to tell them when I come out here. I'm
Throw
like,
it out there all
you've
crazy,
got Matt
different
Chardia,
colors.
you've got Nick Sorter, you've got Chad Caton coming out here. They're giving folks like Tommy and them tips. They're media training them to a certain extent. They're teaching them how to
That's good
get
though.
that audience. They're teaching them how to rile people. They're teaching them how to get repeat viewers. They're teaching them how to to get.
I think kids are funny.
A shitstorm going.
I love that they're brutally honest. Sometimes probably too much, where you're just like, oh, it hit my soul, my heart. Yeah. I had like my youngest, because he's autistic, he did that one time when we had like a barbecue. There was I had a friend who was like overweight, and she wanted like ice cream, and he was only like 3 at the time. And he was like, she's like, oh, can I have another ice cream? He's like, you don't need it. You need to lose weight. I'm like,
literally hitting Mike with
bro,
his
no,
scooter
don't say that. And she's like, it's
Mike's
fine, he's little. And I'm just looking at my son like, no, we don't say things like that. That's just rude. And he's like, but why? He's like, she is. And I'm like,
the VA, for instance.
No.
But they went out and started like multiple.
But yeah, I love kids. Kids are just hilarious to me.
To make like almost 30
They're so
grand,
brutally honest, and
like you don't need that much
they hurt feelings. And if you have never grown up like back in the day where you learned to like be tough as nails and let stuff roll off your back, oh man, you definitely need those safe spaces.
Ground Zero's on the way. Ground Zero.
Ground Zero.
One of the Chads.
Yeah, a little too honest, right? Yeah, but
he's one of the.
They're hilarious, man.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you have a lot of stories that you can remember, and you start thinking like, man, my kid was wilding, but it was great. And it's funnier when they're not doing it to you, but other people.
I view most of Shane's and Tommy and a few of them as pretty nutso. Not in this whole get up cool.
It's funny that this guy is like talking trash about like Nick Sorter and all them, but they're based as hell.
Yeah, it's always dominance and submission with those folks. Just serve under my boot or die kind of stuff with them. It's like, yeah. But you know, they're right, but at the same time it's a weird time.
100%. What's funny is he didn't mention like Nick Shirley, and I think it's because Nick Shirley is more of a middle of the road kind of person, where I think Nick Sorter and Kim Higbee are a little more right leaning. But you know, I mean, they're doing what he's doing. They're just following their beliefs and out there to record and show what's going on. And there's no way that we can be lied to at this point, because we're able to see it from both sides of the coin, but like we're able to see it versus just hearing propaganda all the time.
Know that Ground Zero's here. Someone's probably already told him, but figure I'll pop over just in case. Let him know. Ground Zero is coming. Not over by us, but he's coming. So we're starting to get a little more of the MAGA chuds showing up. Real weird how that happened, and then they start showing up right after.
See, and that's the thing, is that I know, and now I'm wondering, is the cop going to come back and follow up with me? Because I'm pressing charges, motherfucker. You're going down for fucking attempted murder, brandishing a fucking weapon from your vehicle, etc. I'm done. And y'all can watch me do it.
That's one of those things where I just couldn't believe they did that, and then came back
This is
around,
still
and
do
then
the PDX.
now, like,
They're
so
pretty
right
like
after that,
left
ice
leaning,
dancer,
as you can tell, but they're
and
the only
then
ones right now
Chris
currently
shows
on
up
the
guarding
ground.
her, and then we get Ground Zero showing up. Just
Yep.
the timing.
Exactly. They haven't been out all week on a Thursday.
Yeah, they come out Friday,
Right,
Saturday.
yeah.
That's about it these days.
Because they don't got shit to do for the weekend.
They realize the algorithm doesn't favor them on weekdays to make money.
Yeah.
Again, it's all about your fucking bank account, not the fucking kids.
Yep.
You fucking white ass pieces of shit.
It's funny how
Nope,
they're
she's not
like
drunk, she's
yelling.
just pissed off.
It's hilarious.
And I know what you're referencing with your name there.
Yep.
Tread lightly.
But then
I have a
again,
feeling you're not going
I
to be able to
can't
behave
talk
yourself.
because your girl here, she got a truck driver or sailor's mouth. I try so hard to
I did
restrain
not see if the
myself,
driver was streaming.
and that Latin side of me pops off real quick.
I couldn't see that far over.
It forgets that I'm not like that. That's when you'll hear that whole mostly peaceful. That's the kind of Latin I am. I'm mostly peaceful.
They do, and they also talk about their plant stones all the time. Yeah, Larry, I'm not like your regular chats where you come in and talk shit and people aren't paying attention.
Oh,
You just
no.
get to keep going and going and going and going.
Overall, I don't think so. I
get to
do
go
kind of
bye-bye.
hold myself to a better
Have
standard,
fun.
but I think when I'm like super pissed, you know, or go into like what they say like mama bear mode.
And that's how I handle trolls.
My children say I'm scary. And then like my mouth just be running.
Yeah, it's good
But I
seeing
could
we
back
got
it.
plays
That's the
here.
difference.
I'll go up and actually say hi later.
And supposedly there's more people coming to record
Hey,
today.
Prime, how you doing?
So we'll see. Probably
Not too
get
bad.
different angles, and it
It's gotta
sounds
be
like
warmer here than it is there in
a lot
Minnesota,
of
I know.
MAGA is going down that way with them. So it's gonna be interesting. Definitely the weekend's gonna be popping.
311.
311, right?
Yeah.
It's
I think
okay.
that's probably close.
I appreciate you being here.
I think they close around 7 or 8.
Let's see.
Or at least they were at one time. They might actually be open later now.
I think you can get through to dispatch somehow through their phone that way.
They have to make
Yeah,
sure
you
I
can still
have
get through.
lots and lots of Red Bulls with me for the weekend. Because it sounds like, from the left at least side, sounds like they're going to be causing all kinds of trouble. So more content, yay!
But maybe that's what I should do. Because I'm feeling unsafe.
Oh my god. Shut up.
Partly that's done, and also just
Oh, I want to file a police report.
it really is the ACAB thing, as much as some people don't feel comfortable saying it. But I'm literally the bastard son of a crooked cop that was in his 30s, married, and took advantage of a mentally ill 19-year-old. That's how I was born. His name's not even on my birth certificate. The nurse told my mom when I was born, "I'm so sorry, he'll never claim it." So it's like, I know I'm biased against cops because of that, but because of being the legitimate son of a cop, I've been around a lot of cops growing up, and it's systemic with them. Unfortunately.
Sounds like a him problem.
It's not just the under person, it's just a lot of who's in there is just terrible. It's broken.
I'm like, well, are you going to come back?
I know a lot of police, and they are nothing like what he's describing. I even have family members that are cops. I have family members that are military and cops, and none of them are like the way these people describe them.
Almost random, like they're behaving sometimes and then not behaving other times.
I personally think that could be anybody. Like, no matter what group of people you have, you're gonna always have the good ones and the bad ones, you know? Yeah, that's cool. I saw you in there actually. I don't remember if I said hi to you in there. I might have. But I did. I saw you in JR's stream. I was like, oh hey. I was like, here you go. He's sharing the
Oh,
wealth.
public defenders.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. Now that I can agree with you there. There's a lack of a lot of positions being filled all around the legal profession. I feel like. Yeah, she's on the phone right now, Tim. So she decided to go ahead and check in.
Now, it'd be messed up if the cops do something about the supposed Tahoe with the gun and they did nothing for Tommy. Like, it'd be messed up. Or for, like, what they didn't do for Nick Sorter as well, which was, like, trash.
Unfortunately. Too many places.
Yeah. I was like, I see you. Hi. Yeah, I tend to do that too. I tend to jump into other people's streams and then I'll like drop a comment here and there. Like I know one of the people I like to watch is Arturo. He's actually out for the week due to personal issues, but he's one that I like to jump into the stream for as well.
That could be one of the ones that's actually, not completely spoiled yet by the rest. Really, Ray? So, we just had someone pull around in a Tahoe about a half hour ago and just pull a gun on us. Really? You want to say that, Ray?
Yeah.
Yeah, his boots don't fit.
No.
Many prayers to him and his family.
He's gonna have a hard time running in those.
Yeah, no, that was one of those things. I like that you know instantly who I was talking about. They were like, Ground Zero's boots don't fit. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Like, I know for me personally,
Just
like,
floppy boots.
I have a semi-big family, I guess. And we've only lost, I think, my grandmother and my grandfather. We haven't lost anybody. So for us, like, if we were to lose someone, like my aunts or my uncles, it would probably hit us really hard because we really haven't lost anybody. And prior to my grandparents passing, my great-grandmother actually had passed. I think she was like 106 or 107 years old. And she was still, like, she was able to do things on her own. She didn't need help or nothing. She just, passed in her sleep, just like my grandmother. So it's like, it's hard, like, regardless when people lose somebody, but, like, for me personally, I feel like it hits really hard for us because we've never lost people. Where my guy, like, he has a very, very, very big family, and I think in 1 year they lost, like, 4 or 5 people, and I was like, I could never, I'd be a hot mess. But, like, his family is, like, also his extended family, and, like, because they're super big, where mine is kind of small.
Oh, man, yeah, he'd have a hard time, because I'm actually wearing a pretty decent pair at the moment. If Shane's got a foot fetish, in case he watches this, I actually wear a pretty decent fit.
It's like, I understand you have issues, or you're going through something, so no lie. Like, I'm personally trying to make sure that, like, for myself at least, and I'm a very goal-oriented person, so I'm, like, trying to make sure that I'm on point every time, and, like, trying to go through wherever I go through, still jump on and do my thing,
Responding to anything that anyone
I think this is a good way and a good outlet, where you could kind of just be yourself and talk to people and then find like-minded people, or even people that you disagree with, and you may change your mind, So I enjoy it. Like, I think this is like, I wish I would have did this a lot sooner in my life than I did, where it took me like this long to do it.
Hey, Kathy. Yeah, that's why I'm saying certain stuff to see what they say.
So did Arturo say when he was going to be back? The last time I heard was like this whole week he was going to be out, but do you know if he'll be back by Monday?
Beep boop. Bots, bots, bots. Error, error, error.
Okay, that was funny. Only because that would be something I would do. Because, you know, I do stuff like that, or I'll like start talking in movie quotes or like TV quotes, because I'm a big fan of like Supernatural and like Buffy, or like I watch like Smallville, like all the Arrowverse and stuff like that. Right now, like I told you guys before, I'm barely starting to watch The Walking Dead, which I'm like this half the time because I don't like zombies. Yes, it is very cool. Like, I totally agree with that. Like, I do it because I like to see other people's points. And it's always like a way for me to kind of reestablish whether my point is valid or if I missed something, you know? Because I'm just human,
super
you know?
offensive or
Never going to be 100%
doing
right.
The obvious, like, Trump's your daddy kind of stuff, where it's just like, there's no productive conversation.
Okay.
Yeah. There's, we got Blaze over there.
Yeah, that's what I heard too, was of the week,
bear.
but I wasn't sure.
It's over there. And then the shark.
I think the last thing I heard was that he was in the hospital,
like
but if he passed, that sucks, you know,
I could be wrong, but
he might be out longer.
Exactly. I've got a sense of humor. I can handle trolls. I mean, the type of work I did for years, you've got to be able to handle trolls.
You gotta have thick skin.
Hey, Andrew. How's it going? Well, thank you for the likes, everyone.
Like, I've dealt with people, not trolls, but like people badmouthing me my whole life, so it's like good luck. It's like my skin is super, super thick. It's like I probably have a better shot at making fun of myself and hurting my feelings than anybody else. Yep. Exactly.
Not like, something you see every day, huh, Andrew?
I don't have a problem with people with different points of view. What I have a problem with is when people try to push it on you to the point where you just want to smack them and be like, look, get off my job. It's like, you can have your opinion, I'll respect your opinion as long as you respect mine. We're Gucci, you know?
When we're out here protesting, it's pretty much like this. Music, people in inflatables, yelling at ICE, all constitutionally protected, all fine stuff to do when you're protesting.
I want to know where in the Constitution does it say that you can be an inflatable?
What's not okay is the gas they're using on this side here, the CS gas, the HC gas. That stuff's not good for you at all. And there's an entire neighborhood here. But don't worry, Kimberly, we've actually got the cop coming back down, and that's going to be provided to them, so.
I'm more like, because I grew up back in the day, I hurt feelings more so than faces, but if I have to,
they're actually going to be coming back down to collect information. They just had to finish, because they had someone that they were transporting at the time.
But I think people are way too soft nowadays, like, anything will hurt their feelings, like, it's like, are you serious? It's like, you can't even say a joke, and people are like, you know, whining and crying about it, like, oh my god, get over it. That's why I'm glad that I'm starting to see more and more comedians now starting to kind of walk it back, where they're no longer protecting people's feelings. Now they're starting to go harder, which is great, because that's how it should have always been.
Definitely got a few of those down here.
There's more people showing up now.
Oh man, Kelly, yeah, you're pro level at that too. Definitely. You're thinking ICE is going to try to roll through Seattle next, Chris? It's possible. I think that Seattle PD would be a little more willing to roll over with them than PPB was, and with some ways who know PPB sucks too. Yeah, Yeah, Walmart's not a job I begrudge anyone having to work, because that's retail is hard shit. Oh yeah, send in 12 and see what happens.
Yes, we need to make jokes and real jokes great again. That would be great. Like, can you imagine? Now, I don't know if y'all are old enough for this, but if you're not, look this up, okay? But can you imagine Andrew Dice Clay making jokes right now? That man would have been canceled like this for his jokes. I loved his jokes. They were hilarious. Him, or if you're going back old school wise, Eddie Murphy. Like, none of those people could have been able to say anything that they said back then nowadays.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes over time. As long as they're just chatting back and forth. I don't care.
And I mentioned Andrew Dice Clay because that man, if nobody knows this, he was banned from MTV.
I'm going to cross back over to the other side here. Getting bored of being on this side.
True. But that's that whole cycle that they talk about where, and I know I'm going to butcher this. Like, I usually have it memorized, but I know I'm going to butcher it. But it's that whole, like, strong men make good times make weak men make hard times make strong men. Yep. But that could have also been because they were saying, and I think this is an Alex Jones theory, but that ended up being true, was that what they were putting in the water was causing people to kind of be a little more flamboyant, which is causing them to be way, way too sensitive.
He can show whoever he wants.
And I think it's between that and, you know, not letting men be men and not having them be allowed to eat red meat and stuff like that. Like, I think dudes need to be dudes, you know? Like, enough of this crap of dudes could be women and women could be dudes. Like, nah.
Hanging out down here.
Miss me with that.
Looking like they're all kind of... Looks like all the chuds are kind of congealing up near us at the moment, up near the actual facility. Not actually hanging out down here at good old Fake Street corner.
Seems like he's running away. Apparently he doesn't want to be near chuds.
Hey, mostly.
But definitely for maybe for my Friday stream, if not definitely for a Saturday stream, I'll probably go longer than what I normally do.
Slack off a little bit.
Hopefully there'll be enough to watch, because sometimes these streams they're so lame and nothing's happened, or the people sign off early and you're just like, damn it. It's like, I want some action.
And I'll raise the camera back up here in just a minute once I get closer to things again. Just trying not to capture faces and shit.
Yep, exactly. That's why he's running. I keep trying to see if anybody else is coming on live, but so far nothing. But it seems like they're all starting to come back to this area because of the weekend. So we'll see how that goes.
But multiple of them did at one point have stuff that were hanging out down there, so that tells me now that their crowd is thinned down on which ones, the main ones, are coming down more often. Now they're all, you know, to come close, that means they're sending the ones that haven't done as much yet.
Let's see.
Which I find interesting.
Let's see if he's actually
it's
live.
a weird tactic. Other than just, you know, they don't really care about a lot of that stuff because they're not trying to make money on
Poetland
these
Andy,
nights,
he's usually pretty good about it, but he is not on. He's weird. Like on some other stuff right now. He's in Nashville.
Not the weirdest it can be though. Right, Chris? I kind of get like the people who are sunk into them and can't afford to buy another car or anything yet, but I would still try to get rid of mine as quickly as I could. I'm glad I never, even though I don't drive, I'm glad I never bought into a lot of the Musk hype.
Yeah, never it doesn't look like he's on right now. He'll probably, maybe he's on his way, like the way Old Boy was saying, like all these people are on their way, so maybe that's why he hasn't gotten there yet.
Yeah, now that I do need to do at some point. I'm actually figuring out a good alternative for swapping over more camp stuff to different brands from some of the more well-known brands. Because a lot of the more well-known brands cooperate a little too much. Oh, Rocky Horror.
Yeah, Rocky Horror. Well, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. I will see you guys tomorrow, same bat channel, same bat time.
People start playing Rocky
You guys have a great night. Thanks for
staying
staying in the stream with me. Have a good one.
Time's up, my little heathens. Harley's got a call.